Hey, Rachel. Hey, Jose. Well, gee, you guys were here Thursday. Good to have you here again. So this is the first time that I've done a Facebook Live without some interesting level of actual entertainment going on in the background. Yeah, pressure. It's just me. Who dat? Miriam Estrada, long time no see. Welcome back. So, this video might be controversial. I don't know. But welcome to WIZNU Studio. You guys have been here before. Slow camera. Just doing a high angle shot. Let's see, it would look approximately like that. Showing the whole space. And we're going to digitally image composite in banquet tables for a whole new dinner and music concept that we've got in the works. It'll be very nice. So yeah, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know, got to let it show. Yep. What am I coming out about? That is the big question. Well, I'm coming out of my shell. And no, that's not the moon, that's just a reflection. Wow, there's a lot of contrasty light in here today, huh? Yeah, strangely, the iPhone does not compensate exposure, apparently, once it's set. That's a pretty view. I love when the outdoors looks blue. It's so magical. That's why we call it Magic Hour. It's Magic Hour at WIZNU Studio and Gallery. Can you feel the magic? Playing music by Tycho. I love this album. I think it's called Awake. And I've been using it for demos. I hope that's okay. He's an LA guy, Mr. Tycho. Yeah, he does not live on the moon, although you might think so because that's my favorite crater, covers most of the moon's surface, at least the surface of the moon that we see. Somebody write to me? We're still spreading the word that you're alive. This may take a minute. Oh, thank you, Mr. Facebook. That's so sweet. Spreading the word. Yeah, right. They're working for me. They're really working for me. They're promoting. Yeah. Because I get so much visibility on my posts. I think I might be a little too controversial or something. I don't know. I don't think many people have any idea what I'm doing. In a sense, that's, nice. It's comforting. I feel safe. On the other hand, it might be better if some people knew what I was doing. Just, because they'd enjoy it. Really would, right? Hey, Jim. I thought I might have seen you on Thursday. Jim has been to probably more WIZNU Studio and Gallery events than anyone. I've really appreciated that. You know who that is? Who's big, beautiful, hazel eyes over my shoulder? Oh, great lips. Oh. Anyone? Anyone? Hi, Jim. All right, come on now. Somebody out there knows who this is. And besides that, it's a painting by Danny Green. The brilliant Danny Green. Who is it? Come on. Somebody type in. I know you can type. You're on a... Hey, you don't get to sneeze every day on live webcast. Hey, Kari. Thanks for joining. So, all right, nobody knows. All right, fine. I'm not gonna say. If somebody will guess, then I'll tell you later. Know who that is? Yes, that's Einar. But who's Einar dancing with? She's got one of those catchy single name names. Thank you, Kari. My soul did not escape with my sneeze. I'll be okay. Yeah. That's part of the superstition of why we say bless you when someone sneezes. And I do appreciate it, really. I stopped saying it a while ago because it just seems like a silly superstition. I say blessings many other times. Lol. Thank you for the lols. So anyway, who's this? Come on, somebody type it in. Y'all failed on the first one. Who that? Who that over my shoulder? Hey, get flower in her hair. Nope. Hey, Bree. Wow, she's back. Good to have you here for a second time. Come on now, somebody guess who that is. Over my shoulder. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat dancing with that guy? Oh my gosh, no guesses on anything. All right, I'll give you an easier one. Who dat? What's that gesture all about? That is a gesture of power. Or is it? Could it be a gesture of unity? Depends on which arm you're using, evidently, according to historical record. And who's that? He's playing a very painful note. Check it out. That is not easy. Bending the note that far. God, it's not easy pointing the camera like this either, obviously. Anyway, bending that fret way over there. You bent it so far that it went right off the edge of the picture. Why, Mark? Mark should be auctioning off my art. Can you imagine how much money he'd make if he were auctioning off my art internationally? Oh my gosh. Really? So that's one guy. That's one marvelous woman. And that's another lovely young woman. I think everything is flipped, though, because we're using the camera in this mode. So you're seeing everything backwards. Even this. I was going to say these, but that might be misconstrued. What I mean by these is these two gals, which are really the same gal. Yeah. That's Diane Gianelli. Diane, are you online? Back in Chicago? A couple hours ahead? No? All right. We're still friends. Well, Facebook friends anyway. Haven't seen her since she was that young, I think. And this gal, I have to do a little bit digging and remember what her name was. She was the cover model for our magazine XBX, me and Don Weissmantel, the publisher. My mom actually picked her out as the cover model because she was bagging my mom's groceries, and my mom noticed that she had a long, narrow face, which would actually work for this tricky composition. True stories. And evidently, this image, which is 4 by 5 feet, and is based on this image of Ghost Swami here. Evidently, the big one is going to be in a show at the Hive at the end of the month. starting at the end of the month, and then for the September art walk. So yeah, that's a big image. It's all analog, no digital effect at all. I think I made that in 85, 86. So it's like a 30-year-old print on half-inch gator board, printed by, yes, I have a cricket in here if you can hear that. Anyway, it was printed by Ross Ellert back in Chicago. Is Ross Ellert still in business? They were the best photo lab in Chicago. Oh, look, I step away for a few minutes, and it's dark outside. So yeah, the riddle is still on. I haven't quite answered that. Now it's a really beautiful, deep, rich blue. Love that magic hour. Hey, Cindy. All right, this will be fun. Cindy, type something to me. Hello or something. Something, anything. Just so I know you're really there. You're really paying attention. Come on. All the way in Chicago. Cindy Kotar I've been friends with since the mid-'80s, right? Hey, Tanika. I wish I were handsome. Believe me, if I were actually handsome, wouldn't girls be asking me out? And I've been single for so long I can't even remember. Oh, look. There's a purple halo. It's going to bless me. Perhaps the light of divine energy shall bless my life and social life. They are kind of two different things, right? I hope so. Jeez. I haven't had a social life. I can't remember. Man. Dangerous, though. You know? Right, Bree? I mean, some guys connect up with the wrong girl and then they get in all kinds of trouble. I'm like, wow, you really got to convince me you're awesome for me to even, you know, even accept a date with you. I am what? Oh, thank you, dear. Utah, holy cow. Did you turn Mormon? All right, Cindy, come on now. Type me something so I know you're there. Otherwise, I'm not going to show the people a big surprise. I'm going to push you way far away from me until you type something and make me bring you closer. Really. Really, I'm resisting the urge to say or do anything. I'll just start spinning. And if I keep this up, this spinning, eventually we'll all get dizzy and it'll be messy. No! Danica can't handle the spinning. All right, just look away until Cindy says something. Cindy, are you there? C-I-N-D-I. Oh, well. David, hello there, sir. Definitely appreciating your socio-political wisdom and all the good time we spent here when I had our best gallery exhibit yet. Thanks to Monte Photography LA and, well, let me show you about that. Let's see. Frenchie some love, don't you? Frenchie, my darling, I wish I had real time to miss people, but I'm so frazzled and busy that I'll be honest with you, about the only people I really have time to miss is my parents. And that is a source of depression, like, all the time. Anyway, this was our best photo exhibit, and you are probably reading that backwards. So flip your screen around or look at it in the mirror. What it says is Month of Photography, Los Angeles. That's why I can't bear to take it down. It was such a great exhibit. Oh my gosh. Living on $1 a day. The lives and faces of the world's poor. Photographs by Renee C. Beyer, who drove down from Sacramento with her husband Paul, where they are senior photographers at the Sacramento Bee. All right, I stopped spinning. But I'm still waiting for Cindy. Now, one interesting thing about Cindy is when I met her, I told her that she looked like this gal. Yeah. Yep. And she hadn't even heard of this gal. But then she started using this gal's music in her performances. And I'm not going to say anything more than that, because then I would give away some secrets. Cindy Kotar, are you there? All right. Can I type into this thing? No, not really. What would happen if I tap Cindy's name? Nothing. Okay. Can you tell I'm new at this? That's all I can do. I can tap a couple of little thumbs ups. Well, gee, everybody still seems to be there unless, oh my goodness, Anna Davis. Well, ain't that a marvelous flashback to Chicago? You'll have to watch the beginning part of the video to get some of the story. That's the nice thing about these. They're archived forever. Which is part of why I've been such a friggin' procrastinative perfectionist, I guess. Because, oh, someone's sending me hearts. How sweet. Because, you know, if what you say and do is going to be recorded for posterity, wouldn't you want to choose to make good material, make sure that it's a message you will be proud of indefinitely? Well, maybe I'm trying to get a little bit more hip, a little bit more like the 20-somethings that are so excitingly unedited. Actually, a role model that I've been endeavoring to emulate is Elwood Carlisle. And he died in his 90s. Hi, Kelly. Hearts back to you. Yeah, you could delete things. Hey, Tate. Tate, did we miss dinner at... shoot. What's that place we were going to have dinner at? I'm forgetting the name. It's up above Hollywood. I think it might be closed by now. I suggested that we go. You didn't follow up, dude. Anyway. So Elwood Carlisle, I went to his funeral. He passed on in his 90s. It is still there? Would you please type the name of it for my old brain that can't remember? Chris Domansky, happy marriage, dude. Wow, are you two like the perfect couple ever? Chris and Lily. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. You youngsters getting married. Yamashiro, they reopened it? So what, they did some renovation? Yeah, Yamashiro. Oh, what a beautiful place. Northwestern University Entertainment Alliance has to only do things in the poshest place in town, you know, because it's such an elite university. How did I get to go there? Oh yeah, because my parents valued education higher than anything. Anyway, so yeah, we had a nice event. We Northwestern University alumni at Yamashiro, but I haven't been there in ages. It was sold and they reopened it. Oh, bless them, whoever they are. Kind of like, what's that Celtic restaurant on Fairfax? That was potentially doomed and thank God was bought and reopened. Yeah. Right? Scary. Anyway. Cindy Kotar, I'm so disappointed that you are not typing anything. Are your hands tied? Sorry, is that a kinky question? I'll retract that. So yeah, I am not revealing the Cindy Kotar punchline until she says hello. Clintons? No. And Clifton's, if that's what you're thinking of, which was named after Clifford Clinton. Gee, any relation to Billary? Clifton's is right over there. Right over there. Yeah, it's out the window and down a block over that way. Broadway and 7th. But Clifton's is fabulous. What a masterpiece. Got to be one of the finest venues in the world. Beautiful renovation. Headed up by, of course, the same guy who created the Edison. And that explains a lot. Hello, Lara. Fairfax, baby, indeed. But yeah, the Celtic bar, restaurant, nightclub on Fairfax, I cannot remember the name of it. Because, it is hard, especially for a male brain, to do two things at once. Yeah. Talk, wield camera, think, use memory. That's too much. Yeah, that's just asking too much. Can you guys hear this music? I like it a lot. No, not Dublin's. I don't think that's it. Yeah, I dig this. Yes, Tom Bergens. Exactly. Thank you, Mark. Mark knows stuff. A lot of stuff. Yeah, Tom Bergens is cool. Very cool place. Thank goodness they reopened it. That was looking scary. It's like, really? It's just gonna be gone? What? Torn down? So much character. Cinematic. Who, me? Or Tom Bergens? Shogi! Hello, neighbor. It's funny, you live a half block away and I rarely see you. Can I use the pool sometime? The one up on the roof? I haven't been in a pool, jacuzzi, sunbathing in a long time. Even though I could be doing that if I would actually get out to my condo in Encino more often. Hey, Lara. Who's got the LSD? No drugs for me. I let other people do that, which is cool. If it works for you, I'll just be down here. I'm the ground crew. Holding it down on the ground, not getting high, just chilling with the grass. Not on grass. Well, I can be on the grass without smoking any, right? Even if it's faux grass. Sorry, Mark. Yeah, does it really work? Yeah, well, wow. Now I know how to affect someone's internal organs. Spin, 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 and the mushrooms. Yeah, and yeah, some people are great with that. Shogi, considering your like foie gras, yeah, no, faux grass is not like foie gras because it involves no animal abuse. It's plastic abuse. I mean, think about it. I'm trying to give an organic look here, but ironically, it's plastic. That's pretty horrifying. So maybe I'm saving plastic bottles from being in the ocean. That's what I'm hoping. feels good. How is Camden Toy doing? I don't know. He's been, he travels a lot. Very popular man. When I met him, I had no idea his history as an actor. I mean, considering I was a pretty darn big Buffy and Angel fan, but I met him and we just talked about that he was a video editor because we met at a screening of a film that he had edited. There's like exploding characters on my screen. What are they? Poof, 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 poof. Of course, you're a popular man, but take that incredibly perfect bikini body girlfriend of yours up on the roof and get wet in the jacuzzi and stuff. All right? You don't even have to send pictures, but we wouldn't mind. Exploding emojis. Poof, 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 poof. Talk about dizzy. Shishi! Hello! I'm so glad that Shishi had came to WIZNU Studio and Gallery at least once. I'm starting to wonder there for a while. Poof, 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 poof. Thank you for the hearts and exploding things. Because 4th of July, I stayed in. I finally realized 4th of July was really fun, and it's awesome in Chicago, by the way. Gotta do 4th of July in Chicago. Because street fairs and orchestra, and it's just beautiful over the lake and everything. Because at least in Chicago, the downtown is by a lake, which feels really good. People all have one central place to come down to downtown and congregate by the water, because we all need water to survive. Makes a lot of sense. Very centralized. In LA, you've got all these different centers. There's no one place where everyone can just come to. But anyway, 4th of July can be a really romantic thing. I still remember my first fireworks kisses. But now, not so much into the fireworks and going to see the explosions. And then I figured out why. I realized, oh yeah, because it's the military-industrial complex. It's what it is. It's bombs bursting in air. And if you remember the first Gulf War, which got a lot of television coverage, and they realized, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't show the public how many people we're killing. Yeah, how about we don't show it on TV anymore? Okay. But yeah, the whole, I don't remember if it was Fallujah or what, but all the bombings on TV, yeah, it looked a lot like 4th of July. Right. So it just kind of creeps me out now. Not so into the bombs bursting in air on 4th of July. No, I did not watch From My Awesome Rooftop. Because when I did last year, I went up to look for just a little bit, and it started to creep me out, and that's when it really hit me. I'm like, no, I'm not playing this game anymore. Nope. I'm not going to watch bombs blown up. It's just silly. It's silly to be replicating it for fun when we know what bombs are really for. They're for killing people. Making money for the military-industrial complex. Hey, it's probably the only really guaranteed good investment left these days. So, yeah. And you wonder why I don't think my posts are getting much traction. You love the Grant Park fireworks? Oh, in Chicago? Shishi, I forgot if you grew up in Chicago. Huh. Hey, Vito Janchak, television guy from Chicago. You're still doing it, aren't you? TV cameraman in Chicago, buddy of mine. We had a good time last time I was in Chicago. Boy, that was a while ago. Wow. Shishi, I did not remember that you grew up in Chicago like I did. How about that? I'm just going to keep giving you different little views, different little peeks into all the very expensive, beautiful design that I put into this space. So I warned you before, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. I'm coming out. I almost tripped over the monitor, but it's a-okay. Yeah. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. Yep, I haven't told you the whole story yet. I haven't told you the whole story yet of my coming out party. Thanks for coming to my coming out party. Well, thank you, Tanika. I love the view from here, too. That was a large part of why and how I chose this space. Came in and looked around and just went, okay. I'm trying to spin slowly. But when I saw the light, you know, as a photographer and filmmaker and admirer of architecture, architecture was my first career choice. When I was 4, I designed my first building and decided I was going to be an architect. And then my high school misguidance counselor steered me towards engineering. So I started at Northwestern University, one of the top 5 engineering schools in the country, and got bored out of my mind really fast. Yeah. And so sophomore year, during freshman year, I'm like, okay, this memorize and regurgitate chemistry and calculus in these big lecture halls, this is making me nuts. No, this is not me. I thought it was going to be a cool, you know, opportunity to design stuff. Yeah, it wasn't so much design stuff as calculate torque on somebody's gears or something. Just too much. So I decided, yeah, that was my first decision. Like, now what? Well, fortunately, Northwestern University also had a great film program and a great theater department. So I thought, well, maybe, having been a professional photographer since age 14, maybe I could try to make my still pictures move. And gee, that's what I'm doing with you guys today. Making a whole bunch of little still pictures, moving one into the next. Am I going to Wasteland Weekend? No. I don't go to those big things. I'm just not much of a survivalist or dust fanatic, and I have absolutely no interest in weapons. So, yeah, that would not really be fun for me. Now, of course, if somebody wants to invite me along in an RV, it's got a nice shower where I can be cozy and pampered, you know, like the spoiled middle-class kid I grew up as, a family that overprotected me, but didn't really teach me how to function in the real world where people are competitive, not collaborative, like my family was. Anyway, that was a tangent, huh? Tangent from outer space. Anyway, if somebody wants to take me to one of those big festival things under cozy conditions, maybe I'll go, but no, not into it. Sorry. Cindy Kotar, are you still with us? Now, does this thing tell you when somebody leaves? Because I didn't see anything about who left. So either everybody's still on this thing, or they've been coming and going. So who knows? Maybe Cindy Kotar came and went. And please don't anybody make jokes about coming and going, because it applies to both genders, okay? So let's not be judgmental. No what? You say no. But I've riffed off several different phrases already. All right. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to show you one thing, and then maybe I'll have the fruition of my coming out party. So you ready? Are you ready for me to tell you? Show you. why I wanted Cindy Kotar to communicate? Because this is her. Yep. That's my old friend Cindy Kotar. I discovered her in the VIP room at the China Club nightclub in Chicago, which was huge. And I told her she resembled my favorite female musician, whom she had never heard of. But then she ended up using that musician's music in her performances. So this is one of many people's favorite, well, it's probably my favorite image that I've shot. And I call it Lair of the Tunnel. And I'm not going to tell you why right now, but anyway, this is it. Lair of the Tunnel, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 40-inch wide print. And it's really expensive, especially the mounting. The mounting and framing is like crazy expensive. This is on Optium acrylic, which is anti-reflective, so pretty fabulous. There it is. So I once again thank Bert Lavelle for designing the fabrics, creating these fabrics that you're seeing that are wrapped around the ladies, and the Sean Coyle. It was her dance company that this room was created alongside of, and Cindy Kotar, my favorite model, such a sweet gal, and we reconnected through Facebook. Yay, Facebook! Yeah, it doesn't tell you when they leave, so maybe Cindy's here, maybe she'll watch it after the fact. This brings back interesting memories. So now I'm going to tell you in what way I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. I'm coming out. And here's how I'm coming out. Yeah, a lot of people have thought that. Sorry. My heart only moves for women. So I'm coming out in the sense that I'm going to be communicating more. I've been very shy. A large part of that has been depression over the loss of my parents, who I moved from Chicago to Hollywood in 1998. And then about 2001, as the world started to fall apart, my parents' health was deteriorating. And I realized I had to take that opportunity pretty soon and take care of my parents. So I did. I sold the house in Chicago, and I moved my parents to the San Fernando Valley, which is kind of northwest suburbs of Los Angeles. And did that in 2003. 4 years later, Dad died. 9 months after that, Mom died. Each of them was with me in the condo, and each of them suffered a stroke. And in each case, I was with them and called 911, took the ambulance to Tarzana Hospital, and the same team of doctors took care of each of them and informed me that each of them had not only the same type of stroke in the same area of the brain, but in the exact same vein. And the doctors said, "That's not unusual, that's impossible." And I'm like, no, I'm not surprised. They were really close. And they were absolutely my best friends. They were paragons of integrity. And so It's been really rough. Really left an emptiness inside me and a lot of depression. So everything I've been doing since then has been like some kind of weird brain-dead autopilot. I don't know what. And I've really only started snapping out of it very recently. Which is a little late, because I've made a lot of mistakes over these years. So I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show that I need support. Yeah, I need help. And I've never known how to ask for help. Even ask for payment, ask for money. I'm just terrible at that stuff. I just always felt creepy, needy, icky. But in this world, if you don't ask, you don't get. And with a lot of people, you ask and you find out they're not really your friends, and you shouldn't have been doing favors for them. Yeah. You know, you'd think if you did something for somebody, they would feel like they'd want to give back. I don't know. That's how I was raised. Evidently, a lot of people, not so much. So you're going to be getting, hopefully, if I can follow up on this, more messages, more communication. Hopefully not as long as this one. But it's been fun watching you guys pop in and communicate. So, what time is it anyway? Well, there's a clock. I guess it's about 8:45. So I think I've been at this for long enough. Anybody want to type me a question before I wrap it up? Anybody still there besides Tanika? Thanks for all the hearts and flowers, looks like. I need a bigger phone. All right, I'm guessing nobody's on with me anymore. So I'm going to wrap this up and say thanks a bunch. Everybody those few of you who tuned in. And to you who's watching this right now, thank you very much. Hey, Tanika, where are my glasses? They're over there. All of them are over there. I don't always need glasses, you know. I have rather interesting and complex vision. That'll be another story. But for close, I don't need any correction at all, so I'm not even wearing my contact lens right now. All right, so just so you know, here's the punchline. As part of the I'm coming out, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. And what I'm going to let it show is I have this fabulous studio and gallery. It is available for rent, for events, for music production, for photography, for video production, for podcasts, for parties, DJs. I designed it very specifically but very diversely with fabulous sound equipment, lighting, character, just cool vibe. People keep telling me. I can light it and control it in all kinds of interesting ways, depending on the project. I can reconfigure stuff. I can even roll up the grass, but that's pretty funny. Like, some people have said, well, can you roll up the grass? Because, you know, people are going to want to dance, you know. I'm like, yeah, You never danced on grass? Would you really, you'd really rather pound your feet on concrete? You're sure? All right, whatever. You're going to pay me extra to roll up the grass. How many people can it hold? Great question. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I wish you were in LA these days and could see it. We guesstimate, depending on the event, like 80 seated, but standing, walking, moving, and grooving, 100, 120, maybe even 150. And there's overflow in other areas. So, you know, it works. We've had pretty good-sized crowds for various events. So, please bring projects here, folks. And, you know, if you refer something, you get a commission or perks or something. We'll work it out. So that's the punchline, and there are videos that I've been posting online. I'm going to link them to the bottom of this post immediately after we wrap up, so you can see just how much fun this place is when there's more people in it than me. We've done some amazing stuff with musicians, workshops, as I say, podcasts, broadcasts, webcasts, you know, whatever you want to call that stuff. So, oh, and of course, art gallery exhibits, product launch event, you know, brand launching for new product or new brand. We got separate rooms. We got lots of room to put out tables and have food. We got the kitchenette over here. We can serve beverages and food across this area here. It's so pretty. Yeah, I must admit, my mom, it's part of why I miss her so much. She did give me a pretty good sense of style. Yeah, I'm just now getting around to showing you guys this. Ain't it cute? Found it at the brewery. Boy, it's hard to point a phone like that. All kinds of neat things in here. I love creative lighting. That is one of my favorite things. Interesting lights. I'll turn this one on just a little bit. Shelving for extra stuff. See, I need a woman who can cook around me again, because this stuff is way too empty. Even in here where there's a microwave and snackishness and even more stuff. You got plastic cups and such. Give me a reason to fill them up. Come on, bring in some projects. Hey, Catherine, holy cow. Where can you find our rates? On WIZNU.com, WIZNU.com. Lots of info on there. The website's still pretty mediocre, but I got somebody who's going to finally take it into the 21st century. So, in order for me to continue being a good art walk gallery for Catherine and friends, we need to bring in some business. So I'm going to be reaching out to people more and more to make that happen. Oh yeah, and there's a nifty bathroom. Forgot to show you that. Naturally, I'm lighting things a lot in purple, but that can change. All the lighting is adjustable. Is that bad feng shui? That's the shower. Yeah, pretty cozy. Yeah, bad feng shui. You're supposed to leave the loo closed, I believe. All right, folks. Thank you for coming to WIZNU Studio and Gallery. where it's all about the love. And I'm going to sign off and hope to see you here soon. Thanks. Bye.